In existence for about 20 years, the Citizens Constitutional Forum Group's mandate is human rights, multiculturalism, good governance and transparency. They help communities understand their rights as per the Bill of Rights in the Constitution. The NGO has for years assisted communities on the ground with their budget submissions and the realization of their basic human rights.
CCF plays a major role with communities in rural areas by helping them realize their human rights under the 2013 Constitution, putting together village development plan and awareness about making submissions for the national budget. Whilst the NGO help communities, they also call on the government for transparency and good governance practices.
So what we do is we carry out and facilitate processes where they prioritize their village development needs. And this is inclusive, where we have men, women, and youth as well. And then they go through like a prioritization process where it's sort of like a negotiation between the community themselves, talking about, what's the most relevant or most much needed need right now for the communities, and then they decide whether water or electricity is number one, and that's reflected in their submissions that are put into the national budget process.
CCF has been carrying out budget submission with communities over the last 10 years, specifically working with Mbua, Serua, Rambi, Rotuma and Namosi.
So most of the feedback that we get, number one is usually water, access to clean drinking water. There's also electricity needs and infrastructure, looking at better roads or footpaths in the communities. There have been, when we talk about human rights based development, we teach communities that the need that they have to access clean drinking water is not just a need, but it's a basic human right. So we try to angle and link these rights to the needs on the ground.
The NGO has always engaged government representatives in their work on the ground with communities and villages in disseminating information from government regarding the budget process.
From the start, we do scoping, so we don't come in, we don't come in with our curricula and say this is what you need. We find out what the need is on the ground. Then we also talk to the provincial council, the respective provincial councils. We notice that the local level government officials are very supportive of our work. In scoping, when we went to do scoping in Serua specifically, we timed the Itauke Affairs Board village profiling activity, so it really complemented the work. Well, our work really complemented the work that they do. In these processes, we also, reach out to the Ministry of Economy. In 2017, we had, their budget officers come with us, so they are sort of like technical experts on the ground.
Serua is a success story for Citizens Constitutional Forum, witnessing the changes in their communities following their budget submissions. Jesse Tuisinu, Fiji One News.